on this week's episode of the Final FronTia.
Love a bit of bread.
Bread and more bread. I love bread. Hashtag bread.
I'm like such a bitch. And I'm so rude.
I did interview Margot Robbie in full skateboarding Barbie gear.
Perfect. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Welcome to my home.
Thank you. I couldn't believe how tall you were, Tia. When I came in, I was like, whoa. And you've not even got heels on.
No, I know. I am actually a giant. I pretend that I'm 6'4" because that sounds like a tall person. But I'm actually 6'5", which is, in my opinion, verging on like circus level of like too abnormally tall.
That's quite a flex, though, to say you're 6'5". Like, that's...
I hit my head on things a lot.
Do you actually?
No, genuinely.
You've got long... Are you more long-legged or long-bodied?
Tiny, like very small torso.
Yeah, same. I'm all leg.
Insane leg.
Yeah, because I can see even like... You must be a nightmare on planes.
Yeah, planes are a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
I flew to Australia once and I accidentally downgraded myself because I didn't know how it worked.
Wait, no one's in the history of life has accidentally downgraded themselves. You only get an upgrade.
When I like tried to choose my seat, I was like, oh, that one's in an aisle. I'll go for that. Didn't realise it was in a different section of the plane.
Where were you, the cargo?
No, fully. I was in like minus level economy.
Wait, so you like by the toilets crammed in or something?
I was like, I want to be at the back. So I chose that, not realise, like very stupid.
Oh, like it was even tighter sort of thing?
Yeah, horrific.
Oh, God.
Hours and hours of my life just like sat knees
Yeah, because you would
to
have
the
to
chin.
be sideways. Like, I'm a bit awkward. I'm not very good at sitting down. I have a, honestly.
That's not a skill.
It's just not one of my,
Yeah.
like I don't put it on the CV. I'm terrible at sitting down. I'm very much a fidgeter. And because I'm short, I am the most comfy like this.
Okay, let's do a cross-legged. That actually appeals
Can
to
we
me.
actually?
Yeah, of course.
Because this feels way better. Because when I'm sat like this, I'm almost like a toddler. My legs kind of just swing. Do you know what I mean?
How tall are you?
I used to think I was 5'2".
Okay.
I think I might be 5'3". I'm not sure.
Okay, do we have a measuring tape? We're not going to put you through that. Don't worry.
This is like, what were those shows back in the day where you'd just be like, right, let's measure this girl live on telly and then get people to rate her.
Oh, very 90s Channel 4
Yes,
energy.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Snog, Marry, Avoid vibes.
Yeah, even before that, I remember, showing my age, I remember there was a show called Man Oh Man.
Duh, duh, duh. Didn't it make that tune? Duh, duh, duh,
Yeah,
duh,
it
duh,
did,
duh, duh,
yeah.
duh.
I can't believe you remember that.
Yeah, and then they
used to
push them in the water if
Yeah.
they didn't find them fit.
Absolutely.
Bring that back.
It was late night television. I was definitely too young.
Same. We shouldn't have been watching it, but it was that era. Do you remember Eurotrash?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, and that would also be on like 11 p.m. and you shouldn't be watching it. I do remember Man Oh Man. I couldn't. Who hosted it? Was it Lily Savage?
Maybe.
I might be wrong.
Poppy, can we have a little Google? Who hosted Man Oh Man?
That is a real core
I
memory.
feel like it's that era where I'm going to assume like Melinda Messenger had something to do with it.
It really
like that.
could be someone like that.
Was it Chris
Tarrant?
Tarrant? Former host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I didn't know that.
No.
That's amazing. I'm going to do a deep dive on that later.
That is wild. Chris Tarrant. Speaking of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, that is a segue. Please make a note of that. I am obsessed with the spin-off, the quiz show app that you host.
Oh, it's so fun.
It's
It's such a good concept. And I love that you came to the live show.
Yeah, I did. And I was ultra competitive there and lost to Freddie from The Traitors.
Yeah, boo.
Absolutely fuming. But Will Best was there.
Yes.
And we had just filmed The Finish Line where me and Will were the top two. And I beat him.
Oh, God.
So immediately afterwards, he came over to me and was like, what score did you get? I was like 14. And he was like, I got 16.
It's actually dead hard.
Yeah.
Like you think, oh, it's a quiz about telly. So I was there thinking, oh, we'll all be so good at this. We all like, I'm there thinking, I watch a lot of telly. I'll be good at this. It's hard.
It is.
It is hard. But that's what makes it quite fun because then I suppose if you win, it feels like a good win.
Yeah, I know people, like I've got a couple of drag friends who I like put onto it because I was like, you're going to love this. Shout out to Claire DeLune, who has actually won £20.
Oh,
yeah.
well, what a moment for her.
£20. So you can win money. By the way, this is not like a branded sponsorship.
No.
Like, I just really enjoy it.
Well, I saw your face when I said we were chatting a second ago and I was like, oh, the reason that I sort of got into doing that one is because I used to do HQ trivia.
That's a gag. That is.
Do you remember that?
Fully.
Yeah, because at 3:00, I actually think if that app had been around during lockdown,
Perfect.
it would have cleaned up.
Mhm.
But it peaked too soon. It got good before it It was ahead of its time.
It was.
But do you remember your phone would get a little thing, it'd go HQ time.
Yeah.
And it would count down from 5 minutes.
I
And
really
then
remember
I
this.
would pop up. There was me, there was a guy called Beric. And we'd take it in turns to host it.
I actually, like, now you said it, I absolutely know it's you because I can picture it.
Yeah.
But I just hadn't put that together in my mind.
Well, it's a bit of a blur for everyone going, oh yeah, was that a thing that we all did for a bit?
Literally.
I do think it could have had its place now, which is when the spin-off came to me. I was like, I do think there's a place for this kind of, like a live app. But
How did you do it? Like because it was literally live, like streaming 2 phones.
Yeah, and it was so clever because I was just in a tiny little green screen room, a bit like, when you see people do the weather or whatever. And it was a room just like this, but green screen behind. What was hard is if there's ever money involved, there'll always be cheats and bots and people hacking the system. So to get around the hacking, and this is where the clever thing comes in, where you don't think about the people who write quiz questions, they had to come up with questions that were a slow Google.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So rather than what is the tallest building, it'd be what's the 3rd tallest building in India. And so because it's 3rd tallest, that is takes a lot longer to find than the tallest.
Yeah.
Because that will just come straight up. Whereas the 3rd tallest might not even be recorded, or it might be more of a deep dive to find. And that's how they used to get around it. They'd write questions that were a little bit more off-piste, or like a numbers type one, like how many grains of sand would there be in a box? You know what I mean? Things that aren't Googleable as much.
I love that.
So it's clever.
It was actually like such a moment, and it was like really intense. You're so right though. Lockdown, that would have been peak.
In lockdown, because I could have done it in a green screen room, not, I would have been far enough distanced or social distance or whatever. We could have done it. And I just think that app, it just, from what I gather, because the guys that created it are so clever, and some of them worked on Vine, Vine the app.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So they are so smart, so ahead of their game, and I think they just expanded too quickly.
Yeah.
And they started in New York, and then there was a London, and then there was a Germany, and we all had studios and crews and teams, and I think it just got too expensive.
Became unwieldy
I think
for them.
so.
I love that. That was genuinely such a moment in time. I think my sole income during lockdown was me in full drag from my house hosting quizzes on Zoom calls.
Yeah, some people, I know a guy who invented doing Zoom escape rooms and made an absolute killing. Like he bought a house off the back of it.
How does that even work?
I still to this day don't fully understand, but his name is Dave Murphy, and he used to be a producer at Capital. And he, in lockdown, he made these escape rooms that you could do while you were, I don't really know, maybe it was clues, and you would play and you would download the pack for say like 20 quid, or maybe it was less. Yeah. And then you and like all your mates could come on and try and solve the clues to crack the code and get through.
Oh my God, that's so fun.
And he made a fortune off the back of it.
Specifically in lockdown?
Yeah.
Are they still going on?
I don't know if he's still doing it, because it probably has had its moment. People aren't desperate to get on a Zoom anymore, but like everyone's avoiding them. But yeah, it's so wild that some people nailed it in that era in terms of technology and what you were doing.
They really did. And it's completely changed how the world works now. This is, by the way, not what I thought we'd be talking about.
No, I don't know how we've spiraled. We've gone so highbrow.
I know, really.
Quickly, say willies and boobs.
Poo. Why not?
There we go. That's a bit.
We brought it back down. But they really did change the world that we live in now. And that's like bizarre to me how much, like people don't like meet for a coffee anymore. You have a Zoom meeting.
I hate Zoom.
Me too.
I hate it. Do you know what? I hate it so bad, especially in the studio where we are at Capital. So if we do an interview with like someone in an LA or whatever, all right, I'll probably lose a sponsorship deal here. Sorry, Zoom. If you see me doing a thing for Zoom in like a few years' time, I'm going, I love Zoom. I've sold my soul. But it cuts out laughter, or, if you scream. So say if we do a competition and someone wins something, they go, oh my God! It peaks and cuts out all the sound. If there's more than one guest, you can't talk over each other because it just cuts out. And so I find the app so infuriating.
Yeah, it is frustrating. And you get more, like when you are interviewing people like in the studio, you get more of a connection with them.
Yeah. Oh, you do. We much prefer it if you can get them in the room. Because there's only so much. Recently, all the big ones were Harry Styles on a Zoom. And obviously it's Harry Styles, so we'll take what we get. But I can't wait to get him like in the studio for a good old chat. You
have to. Also, Producer Poppy is stressed right now because Harry Styles mentioned. Love that for you. Big Harry Styles fan.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to say he mentioned her, and I was like, what? What's happened here? No. Just the mere mention of him.
Yeah.
Do you know, once it's so random, but in lockdown, we on Capital FaceTimed Harry, right? And Zoomed called him for an interview.
Yeah.
And, it's one of those things where you never know what fans will latch onto. And I just off the cuff said, oh, what have you been eating? Because we've all been like, stuffing ourselves. And he literally said, bread, and more bread. And bread started trending globally on Twitter because this is before it was X or anything. Because the fans, because they'll latch onto something because it was something so different for whatever reason. And because he said how much he loved bread, suddenly bread was like this thing. #bread.
Firstly, to all the Harry Styles fans who became obsessed with bread after Harry Styles mentioned bread, you should have heard of bread before that, surely.
No, but now Harry's said it, bread.
I love a bit of bread.
Bread, and more bread. I love bread. To be fair, I did relate to him it was like a moment of going, I love bread too. And I'm glad you eat carbs because you are ripped.
Yeah.
And almost that thing of going, he loves bread like the rest of us do.
Humble, normal. Just a regular.
Man. It wasn't even a sourdough. I feel like he's a Hovis man, He's just probably a white toast, do you reckon?
I think very specifically the ones that you get that are for toasting that are a bit thicker.
That's orange.
Yeah. You know the one.
The toasty.
That's exactly
I think
him.
he's a white bread, thick butter, Lurpak.
Yeah, full Lurpak.
He treats himself with Lurpak.
For sure. Or if he's sort of having a healthy moment, Hovis best of both.
Do you know what? That's right. When he's on tour, it's best of both.
Yeah.
But when he's treating himself when the tour ends, it's the toasty.
Yeah, for sure. Certainly doesn't have a sourdough starter. No.
No, he's not that kind of guy.
Not at
he's
all.
a man of the people.
Yeah, just a humble gal. Just down to earth.
When you're being a humble gal, what is your go-to snack? That's a bit disgusting as well.
I thought you were going to ask, what's your bread of choice? And I was really thinking, maybe focaccia. I don't know. I love sweets, which is really bad.
Sweets.
Oh. Like any kind of...
I was like,
just
okay.
Crunching into a sweet.
Just
a raw
love
sweet.
Sweets. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I love... not to sound like a 5-year-old, I love strawberry laces.
Oh, yeah.
That's my go-to.
I went to the cinema the other day and wanted pick and mix so bad. And I love the pink and blue fizzy bottles.
Great shout.
Aren't they amazing?
They are good.
They are just elite. You don't eat them anywhere else but the cinema.
No, not at all.
Which is like a shame.
It is a little bit. But the thing with pick and mix, I find that you have to get into, could have been asking you about the biggest celebrities that you've interviewed. We're talking about pick and mix. I find that you have to get the sour ones. And then I like to add in a little banana or a milk bottle as a palate cleanser.
That is so funny because I bought shrimps and bananas as a palate cleanser, and you're so right that those, whatever the hell they're made of, some sort of styrofoam. Yeah, I love them.
It's a bit like when you have a bit of pickled ginger with sushi. You've got to cleanse the palate.
Cleanse the palate with a prawn or a shrimp or a banana, and then go for your fizzy. Maybe to shake it up, if you want a chocolate, you want the round white chocolate with the sprinkles on.
Never used to like them when I was younger. Love now.
It's an acquired taste. As you mature, it's like red wines and olives and then the little fizzies or whatever they're called.
That's the trifecta.
What are they called? Snowies?
Are they? I
don't know.
Are they called?
Jazzies?
Jazzies. They are called Jazzies. Yeah. They are delicious. We should probably talk about interviews that you've done in the past.
Go on,
as well as delicious Jazzies. Who would you say is the most intimidating person that you've had to talk to?
I don't even have to think about this. Harrison Ford.
Gag.
I know. What a legend, right?
Icon.
First of all, icon, legend, huge respect for the man. Mm-hmm. Big fan of Indiana Jones growing up and all those kind of films. But he's just got an air about him. And I think it is a confidence where he can sit in silence and he's very dry. Mm-hmm. And so when you walk into the room, he sat there. At one point I walked into a junket. I was sat and he hadn't arrived yet, which is very rare. Normally you walk into the junket interview and the whole team and crew are waiting for you. Mm-hmm. So I'm sat there and I'm like, okay, where's Harrison Ford? And normally there's an entourage, right? Yeah. He wanders in on his own with a poppy seed bagel and starts sitting down and eating it, but doesn't say anything. And so I'm like, oh, hi. And he sits in front of me and he's eating this bagel. And I didn't know if it was part of the thing or whether I should start. Do I interview him? And I went, God, you've been so busy. You've not even had your lunch. And you just went to me, the life of an actor. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I sat there really awkwardly waiting for him to finish this salmon bagel. But he can do what he wants.
Yeah.
I think he's in his 80s.
He's definitely old. He doesn't look it, but he is.
And so he kind of, I think, I do get the impression he doesn't really like doing junkets. And so you're on the back foot because they are the hardest thing you can ever do. Like genuinely, you've got, the way to describe them is like a job interview.
Right.
Where you don't really know what the job is or what you have to tell them, but you've got 8 minutes to befriend them, make them laugh and impress them. And then they give you something that that no one else has got. Yeah. And you're expected to do that in like 6 to 8 minutes. So I find them the most stressful thing.
That is such a short like bracket of time. Yeah. And especially like watching them, I would find it really stressful because we're just having a chat right now. We've got all the time in the world. It's very lovely.
Yeah.
But like having to cram that conversation into such a short space of time with literally like the most famous people in the world. That's terrifying.
Well, it is. And this is what, obviously it's hard because you don't want to complain because it's such a cool job and a cool moment. Like I always feel the pressure that I go, I'm the vessel for all the fans. I don't take it for granted. I'm there to try and ask what a fan would love to ask them, but you're not going to always get that right. And you're trying to keep the movie industry happy or the production company that made the film. But you also know that they've been asked the same questions about the film 5,000 times. Yeah. So you're trying to think of one extra thing you could ask them that might just bring them to life a little bit. But with Harrison Ford, we couldn't talk to him about Indiana Jones. And that is the hardest thing because he's the most known for it.
Yeah.
So I'm there. I'm doing it for this morning. I've already had the weird bagel encounter and I still am waiting for his team to say start, but they don't come in. So we just sort of look at each other like, do we start? So we just start the interview. And he does give me slightly one-word answers. And in my head, I'm paddling, getting hot and flustered. I'm going, oh God, this is going really badly. And then we had like a bit of a laugh towards the end and he sort of warmed up a little bit. But the interview wrapped so early, I started filling and did start bringing up Indiana Jones and all the other films he's been in because I'd literally exhausted all the questions about the film he was there to talk about, which I won't say which one it was. So then I started like riffing and asking him about that. And then that's when actually we had a really good chat. But after that, the movie company got wind of him. I think he'd come in without his team. So they were like panicked. They were like, have you just interviewed Harrison Ford? We're like, yeah. And I think they literally went white with like, what? And they were like, well, what did he talk about? And then they were like, did you ask him about being Indiana Jones? And they're all going, no. Meanwhile, I'm in the toilet. I'm dressed head to toe as Indiana Jones. I've got the hat, the whip, and the team are looking up because I was going to do my intro for This Morning segment dressed as Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones.
Iconic.
So I'm in the toilet. I can hear this conversation going out with their team going, as long as you didn't speak to him about Indiana Jones, because we said, it has to be about the movie. I'm now in this really hot bathroom and they're going, get in the shower, hide. So I'm now dressed as Indiana Jones, whip, hat, in the thing. And I'm sweating in this bathroom, going, like almost hiding, like, oh, just please get, like, once they leave, I can come out. And I was in there for about 10 minutes while they had a meeting. I'm dripping with sweat and I'm soaked through. I'm in this white shirt and this leather jacket, leather chaps. and eventually, like, they go, Shine, you can come out. And we, like, you just couldn't write it. Like, it would be something from extras. Like, I literally came out and they went, yeah, we can't use that intro. I was like, yeah, I gathered.
Yeah, I heard
what happened. But so you get moments like that where really my aim, I'm never trying to stitch anyone up or embarrass anyone or I never want to try and get some sort of exclusive in terms of gossip.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get a moment that we can rave about that everyone enjoys and goes, they've never answered that question before or no one's thought to ask them that. But the problem is it's such a funny world where the movie just only wants you to speak about the movie because that's what they're being paid to promote.
Firstly, that's so relatable.
What, being dressed as Indiana Jones in a shower?
Well, kind of in the way that, like, when I watch you sort of like doing interviews or like presenting on the radio, like wherever it may be, it comes across like you're so calm, so natural, like this is your comfort space, this is where you're at home.
Oh, thank you.
To know that there's a level of anxiety in it that's ticking away in the background is, like, for me, like, really good to know because I pretty much get through everything in my professional life in a constant state of fear that anything could go wrong. Yeah.
Well, you are because, it is like anything. You never walk into a room full of strangers, sit in front of them and then give them a really intense chat, would you? Like going, oh, so tell me about the thing you just did and how was that for you? And and let me tell you a bit about me. And no, you would never act like that.
No.
In an ideal world, you'd have an hour with these people. You'd get to know them and then you'd warm up and then you'd talk about the film and then you'd see where the conversation naturally took you.
Yeah.
I always try and do that, but in 8 minutes. So sometimes it doesn't work for me where I've tried to keep it conversational and maybe we just haven't quite got the nugget that we needed to make it an interview that goes viral. But at the end of the day, I just go in there thinking, well, as long as I'm professional and do a good job. But then, like I say, be professional. I did interview Margot Robbie in full skateboarding Barbie gear, like roller skate Barbie.
That's perfect.
It was, when you do it and they literally pushed me in on, because I couldn't really skate. So they just went, Sean, go. And I just wheel into shot and I sat down and there wasn't really time to explain it. And then you can see during the interview, I'm just sweating again because I'm like, I'm just sort of sat there going, this is weird. Hi, Margot. Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling are opposite me. And the elephant in the room is, why is she dressed as a Barbie? And it never really got explained because there wasn't time.
No.
And of course, all that funny bit at the beginning that was the interaction wasn't on camera because they hadn't started filming. So the interview just starts and I'm like, so Margot, tell me about, and I'm dressed fully as Barbie. I will find you this footage, by the way.
Oh, editor Richard's going to have already put it in, I'm sure.
It will be popping up. I'm literally head to toe. You can see I'm shiny because I'm so sweaty because I've got a bit embarrassed. But because none of the preamble of me wheeling in, them laughing and us sitting down was in there, it just looks batshit. It looks mental. And it's just like, no, everyone in the comments like, wait, so why is she dressed like that for this?
I feel like that kind of elevates it though. It gets you like the random comments and the interaction, which sort of, I guess like lifts it, tricks the algorithm in a way.
Well, yeah, and like I don't take myself too seriously. I'm not trying to upstage the person, but it's more that I'm trying to break the ice a little bit sometimes because you're like, come on, this must be quite an intense day for them. And they're just constantly having to say the same thing.
I wonder like at what point you realised that this was something you wanted to do and that you could do. Like, were there any inspirations that you like watched on television and you were like, that's what I'm doing?
For me, it was stuff like, do you remember Live and Kicking?
Yes.
It was Live and Kicking and SMTV for me. Watching like this job that seemed really fun and frantic, but there was like elements of doing a bit like Drag Race in terms of you've got the sketches and then you've got a makeup thing. There's different elements to the show, right? And so for me, I was looking at shows like that were live and fun and there was crowd interaction. Then there was a skit where they were getting into costume, a bit Saturday Night Live vibes.
Yeah.
And that appealed to me. I was like, how do you become a presenter? Like, that's cool. I want to do that. I want to be Zoe Ball. I want to be Kat Deely. I want to be Anton Deck.
I totally see that.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't have anything like those shows anymore.
No, it's sad.
Yeah. And I feel like we could bring that back because that to me is like so nostalgic and very, like it is British specific. It's hard to compare, like you said, like a little bit Saturday Night Live, but there isn't really like a US comparison for like what those shows were. So nostalgic.
Yeah, and they were awesome. Like they were where you could get away with a lot of it.
Yeah. Like
you see Anton Deck now, they've started a podcast and they're posting a load of their old SMTV clips. Yeah. And for kids' telly, it was close to the bone. Like at times they're literally shouting at people at the telly and stuff. And I thought, oh, that was so good. So genius in a way. And it was, do you remember stuff like TGI Friday?
Yes. Was that...
TFI Friday.
Ginger,
Chris Evans.
Chris
Evans, TFI Friday. Shows like that, or The Big Breakfast, where it was a bit loose. I loved it. Like you'd hear camera operators laughing and you'd hear the floor manager laughing. And it felt dangerous and like it was just on the cusp of, nowadays you'd say getting cancelled. But they were always on the cusp of it.
Yeah.
And no one cared back then. You got away with it all.
But it had that like British humour in it, which was, I think everything's a little bit too safe sometimes now. We should have more fun.
We should have more fun because I think we're coming out of that cancel culture. I do think the world got a bit serious and a bit stressed. Yeah. And I do blame lockdown actually, a lot of that.
Yeah.
Because if you think back to that time, you were almost encouraged to dob your neighbour in and to tell on people.
Yeah.
And it created this mentality, I think, of being like, oh, I just want to call people out. You're not allowed to do that, by the way. You're not allowed. And comedians are getting called out and then presenters are getting called out. And there's a fine line on both sides. But I think we stopped finding things funny. And I do think the British humour is some of the best because normally we can laugh at anything.
Yeah.
Like what I love about British humour is normally, you can laugh at a funeral.
Yeah.
And that's the point, isn't it? We find the funny in stuff. I've always thought that. Like, find the funny in everything because life's too short.
I agree with you. And on that note, I think we should find the fun
Look
with a game.
This. I tell you what.
Segue. We should host the big breakfast. Bring back the big breakfast. We'll do it.
Yes, please.
It'll be great. So we've come up with like some ideas. I don't know any of the questions.
Fine. Great. I love this. We'll just wing it.
Yeah, but they're always themed around our guest.
Okay, so I think we'll do the capitals quiz then. So I'm just going to ask some questions about capitals of the world. Because you were on capital.
So bad at capital.
I'm terrible at geography.
I am the worst. You will see. I mean, this will be borderline. This could be cancel culture.
I think we should get. Can we play as a team if we're both
yes,
bad at
yeah.
geography?
You're playing as a team.
Okay.
You're playing as a team. Okay, first question. What is the capital of Bulgaria?
Nope.
Oh, wait, have I been? Is it Budapest?
No.
Definitely not. That's a country.
Oh, wait.
I don't
Sofia. I did think.
Is it Sofia?
I didn't get it. We just had a help off.
Where's my clue?
Our answer is Sofia. We thought of it together all by ourselves.
Wow.
And of course, the other answer was edited out, so I didn't look stupid.
Yeah.
Yes, that's okay. Don't worry.
I'm terrible.
Yes, you are correct. It's Sofia. Very good.
Yay. Our quiz credentials
This
are still...
honestly couldn't be worse.
Sorry.
This quiz couldn't be worse for me. Go on.
Okay. Taipei is the capital of...
Taipei. I thought you were saying type A.
So was I.
And I was like, is that
am I type A or
blood?
type B? Taipei is it? Oh no, I know it's in Asia somewhere.
It's got to be Asia. Taipei. I feel like...
Thailand? No.
No,
Thailand's
Thailand.
Bangkok.
Yeah,
Is it?
Bangkok is Thailand. So
Taipei.
It could... Taipei. It's not Japan.
No, definitely not.
It's not either Korea.
Is it?
I've run out of countries in East Asia. I'm so bad at this.
I am so bad.
Usually, I literally won Celebrity Mastermind.
What?
Yeah, I did.
What was your specialist subject?
I mean, it was Doctor Who.
Right, okay.
Which has nothing to do with
this is
geography. But I'm like, between us, our quizzing credentials are going further.
Is it
and
Vietnam?
Yeah, I think
No.
it's going
No, no, it isn't.
No, it's not. It's Taiwan.
Taipei. Taiwan.
Okay.
There you
Taipei,
go.
Type B, Taiwan.
Type C.
Yeah.
Well, what is the capital of Vietnam?
So it's not Taipei. We know that.
I honestly don't know. This is like my blind spot in
Me too.
life.
Sorry.
I'm so bad at geography, and I was a weather girl, you know. I was a weather girl for 6 years.
So you know, like, the geography of the UK?
No.
Oh, no.
I got the job still, and I was pointing to all the wrong places. The Isle of Man was missing off the map for 6 months. I didn't notice.
You didn't notice at all?
No.
Did you just, like, loosely gesture and hope for the best?
In weather, as long as you do this, sort of go in the south, in the north, in the west, it's fine.
Pretty
Where did
bored.
we say? Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Oh, God, I honestly couldn't. Everything I say will just sound offensive. I have no idea.
Something has just come to me out of nowhere.
Go on.
I feel like this is a crazy statement to make. There used to be this game on like a Nokia 3310
Yes.
that was called like Hanoi. It's like
was.
something about.
Was it a ringtone?
No, I think it was like
Was it a game?
Yeah, it was like Snake, but like the blocks. It was like not Snake.
Like
or
Tetris?
Yeah,
Oh,
Tetris.
but like that kind of thing. Hanoi. Hanoi sounds good.
I think.
I'm here for
okay,
that.
right, Poppy. We're gonna go with Hanoi because it's the only word that we can think of.
It's a word and it sounds right.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Ah! You're actually quite good.
No, that was.
Hanoi's really random.
I think, yeah, that was whatever neurodivergence I have coming into play because I did not know that
Okay,
at all.
let's just do one more.
Yeah, go on.
Okay,
Helsinki is the capital of...
Oh,
I know this
I feel like
one.
I know this one as well. Helsinki, but go on, what are you thinking?
I'm pretty sure it's Finland.
Oh, okay, go for it. I was way off. I don't know what I was thinking.
I think just based on Sarah Alto from the X Factor, I think it's Finland.
I love where your brain's gone to work that out.
I'm
Is
so
it?
sure I've seen her
Is
in
it
Helsinki.
Finland?
You are correct.
Oh, I love that. That's how you knew.
Thank you, Sarah Alto.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
What a moment.
She should have won. Did she come second?
I can't remember. What year was that? Who was in it?
I can't remember anything apart from Sarah Alto.
That's so
But she was
random.
iconic. And she's the voice of Elsa in the Finnish version of
It's,
Frozen.
oh, well, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
Well, then, there we go. Who's the real winner? She is.
Sarah Alto all along. And thank you for that game, Poppy.
Thank you, Poppy.
Did we win?
Yes.
We won.
did it.
Good.
We did
Well
it.
done. I
You
love
did.
that.
Based on that intro, I feel like there's a second game coming up shortly.
There is.
But,
and I think it'll be more up your street.
Okay,
so.
great.
Okay.
Honestly, the level of poor. I need to do a course. I can't live my adult life not knowing these things. It's bad.
I can't believe that like geography is not a skill set when you have done the weather.
Oh, it should be.
You should have that.
That should
somewhere.
be basics. Basics.
I don't know why I'm shaming you for that. That
Oh
was
no,
quite out of order.
shame. No. I literally got that job and knew that I was winging it. But you know when you just go yes and like I'll sort that later.
Wait, how did you get that?
Oh, that's random as well. I was spotted on an advert for New Magazine,
That is random.
which is so random. And honestly, I have to thank Peter Andre for my career, really.
Not a sentence I thought was going to be said today.
Because I had to say a load of words and the advert would be, what's in New Magazine this week? And it would go diets, Katie Price, da-da-da. And I went, Peter Andre. And that was my line, right? That was my Peter Andre. And that played on a loop in the offices of New Magazine, OK Magazine, and the man who owned all those had just bought Channel 5, and they were looking to sort of recast every single department, like news, weather. And so they just sort of went, who's that girl? Get her in.
I love that. You were like fully spotted.
Absolutely. But it was one of those miracle moments where you trace back all the things that you nearly got and didn't get. And I'd been doing stuff for like 5 years and I was almost on the verge of quitting. I thought I'm never gonna make it. And that was I'd given myself 2010 was like, this is really random that I latched onto this. But it was the year of the tiger, which was my Chinese New Year.
Okay.
So I went, right, I got like a little calendar from the Chinese at the start of the year.
Yeah.
And they gave me this little bamboo calendar. I was like, oh, thanks. I was like, oh, yeah, the tiger, it's my year. I was like, right, Sian, you got to the end of 2010 to make it, or you need to start thinking of plan B career-wise.
Okay.
Because I'd been doing all these random shows and bits online and stuff. And then I got spotted on that advert in November. Or October, and then got that job in November of that year.
So it's literally
I was on the cusp of literally giving it all up.
I think people talk about manifesting and stuff like that. I think that determination is so necessary in order to like succeed. Like I've spoken about this before, but like I think you do just have to make a decision that it's happening.
I actually agree. You have to back yourself to like the point of no return. You have to go, well, I gave myself a deadline. It didn't need to exist.
Yeah.
But I hadn't been always like that. Like I'd had years of figuring it out, but I was either 5 or 6 years into sort of trying to make it. And I was very much like, Sian, you've got to do something better this year. And I think in a way, even if that's the only thing you say to yourself, like, I've got to do one thing better than what I'm doing now or bigger than what I'm currently doing, then that doesn't have to be anything in particular. But if I just was like, that's what I'm doing. I do a lot of manifesting without even realizing.
Yes.
And I do believe in it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I didn't get on season 1 of Drag Race, and I said to myself,
Did you go for it?
I did.
Yeah.
And it is the most embarrassing audition tape I could have ever put together in my entire life.
What did you have to do?
You've got to do all these different elements. But for some reason, for that first series, I was like, I'm going to do the tape that I think they want to see.
Which is that, I mean, we'll come back to that in a minute, but you can overthink things and same with me, like try and be a presenter rather than just be you.
For sure.
So you tried to do, like almost put on a show and you wasn't you.
No, not at all. I was like, I remember in the, like, you've got to do an interview section. And I was sat there being like, I'm like such a bitch. And I'm so rude. And I'm a really mean person. Like it was
like almost American accent coming out.
Yeah. Like I just thought because it's reality TV, I had to give this fiction.
Well, I suppose it was the first UK one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all you had to reference was the American version.
Absolutely.
Do you think at the time, that's quite an interesting thought that a lot of drag queens wouldn't have quite known how to be because of that show? Do you think it changed how British drag queens were acting a bit?
Yes, massively. Yeah. And I think it Americanized drag, and I think we all thought that's what Drag Race UK was going to be.
Yes.
And like that really impacted how I did most of my tape. Second series, I had a glass of wine and put a Beanie Baby from a Happy Meal on my head and went, right, this is what we're doing. If I don't get it this year, I'm applying for The Apprentice. And
That's
just did.
Awesome.
Yeah. Being yourself is so advantageous because it takes out what we were saying at the start about that, like, anxiety. It takes out like 50% of the anxiety because you're like, oh, I don't have to like overthink this part.
The second you can be yourself, you're right. There's a load of pressure where you're trying to keep something up. It's almost like keeping a lie up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you don't want that added pressure of trying to be an act because you don't really know what that act should do, whereas you always know what you would do.
Yes.
Same with radio. When I first started in radio, you wouldn't know because I've been talking like this for the past 5 minutes. I'm so relaxed. When I first started in radio, I actually, you put the headphones on, you start hearing your own voice. And before you know it, it's like, okay, let's go. You're literally turning into the waltzers guy.
Yeah.
Because you hear your own voice and you start putting on a voice. And I remember not almost being able to stop myself. It was like, I sort of was like, it's because I started on Heart. So I was like, hi, it's Siân Welby. Welcome to Heart. And you're talking ridiculous. And I remember like, it takes someone brutally honest. You need brutally honest people in your life. And the producers in radio are it's not like TV where everything's very fluffy and well done. In radio, they'll tell you. You'll listen back and they'll go, that didn't work. That was shit. And so you learn, and it was the best learning curve because they were like, Siân, just turn it down a bit and just talk. And I had to bring my voice down and just stop shouting because I was projecting. Everything I did was on stage. Like when I first started, it was all acting.
Yeah.
And I'm naturally loud. So I just had to bring it down a little bit and just relax. And the second I just started being Siân, and probably the most Siân I've ever been is on Capital Breakfast because I really was allowed to make mistakes. Heart's very polished, so you kind of don't, say if you press the wrong button or whatever, you don't acknowledge, you move on.
Yeah.
It's a slick operation. In Capital, the mentality is a little bit more, own the mistake and go, sorry, shouldn't have pressed that one. And the second I realised we could do that, I was like, I love this. I can really be me. And so when we do, like, I would feel the pressure to be word perfect. Whereas on Capital, if I did mess up, I'd stop, own it, laugh about it, go, sorry, what did I just say there? Yeah. And because of that, I think it's the closest thing to, it's the most real other than like a podcast I can be.
I love that. I feel like that's such a gift to be able to just be comfortable and be yourself. And I think I used to do student radio when I was at uni.
Yeah.
And I totally get the whole, like, I used to hate like listening back to my voice, and I'd be like, really conscious. Like when I was really, really young, I had quite a severe lisp and I like trained myself out of it.
Bless you.
I can still hear it when I listen to my voice back. And like then getting on Drag Race, I was like just chatting. So I was like, oh, this is fine. People like this. That's great.
Yeah. You don't have to put on you don't have to prepare. I bet you were probably when you first auditioned, I bet you were almost trying to plan one-liners or, funny anecdotes because you almost have to overthink.
Yeah.
And I think the second you let that go and go, I'll just be me. And I actually think my comedy will come out anyway in who you are.
Yeah.
Like your chat will just come.
Yeah. It's when you're put at ease or when you're in an environment where you can be yourself, it's just like, I don't know, it just feels more rewarding.
It does.
Like it feels less fake, maybe?
Well, then, because at least you go, well, if I do win or if I do well in whatever I do, at least they genuinely like me. I'm not putting on a character. So I suppose it's a big compliment that if you do well, it's you.
Yeah. And also the flip side of that as well. Advice to anyone who's like doing Drag Race or applied, there's no point in being anything else. And I feel like that must be true for like anything. Because if you lose as someone else, then you'll never know.
That is actually quite deep. Because you're right. Same in any job.
Yeah.
If it goes wrong and you were playing some sort of role in your head or you were trying to be something you're not, you'll never know if the real you would have just been fine. And maybe it is very live, laugh, love, but it is a bit like you are actually enough. Like if you believe in this thing that you're into, that's enough. If you're into it, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All you have to do is be passionate about something. You don't actually have to be the best at it. I just truly believe you have to have enthusiasm for it. And say with me, I never think I'm the best at what I do. I just think I'll always work really hard. So I can't really be outworked because I'll always do the research. I'll always do the prep. I'll turn up on time. I'll do all the basics. But I also love it. So I know that I'm not faking that.
Yeah.
So as long as you love it, could be that you're into collecting stones or snails or whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
But I think as long as you're real about it. I mean, look at that guy that went viral, the guy that loved the trains.
Oh, yeah.
Francis Bourgeois, yeah. Like he was, the reason everyone loved that is because his enthusiasm was just real.
Yeah. I feel like that is like such a lovely note to end on.
It's lovely.
And if you ever wish for a different career, therapist, because I feel like my life has just changed, like listening to you say that. It is so true. Just like having that sense of direction and that sense of purpose and that sense of enjoyment is literally the most important thing.
It is. So whatever you are doing, that's all you have to focus about. Is it bringing me joy? Do I actually love it? Am I pretending to? And if those answers are like are not what you want to hear, it might be a case of you're not doing the thing that you should be doing or that you want to do. Or like, you don't have to try and strive to be the best. just love it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so lovely.
I love that. I love that little chat.
Yeah.
We started talking about bread and fizzy bottles.
We did.
Look, now we're having life advice.
Yeah, very, very
This
deep.
is a very 2 a.m. in your kitchen after 10 rosés chat.
Yeah, it's very that. But with no rosés, just if anyone's wondering.
No. I've had a cup of tea.
Yeah.
And that is the most I've had today.
I've had a coconut milk latte, which has given me my caffeine injection. Before you go, we do have to do another producer Poppy-led game.
Great. I'm in.
What is this game?
Okay, we're going to do a music quiz.
Great.
So,
Much more.
Great.
Yeah,
Yes.
not geography again.
I'm going to read out, say an artist name and give 3 of their songs, and you have to tell me what their most successful song is out of the 3.
cool.
Most successful in what sense?
Streams, top chart.
Sure.
Okay.
Full thing.
Okay.
Hopefully it's correct.
Okay, let's try.
We'll see, yeah.
Hopefully, we're working together
Hopefully,
still.
we're working together,
Yes.
please.
Love
Teamwork
that.
makes the
Good.
dream work.
Okay, so we're going to start with, what is Ray's most successful song? Is it A, Where Is My Husband? B, Worth It? Or C, Escapism?
Now,
Mm-hmm.
I would have said escapism,
Okay.
but Whereas My Husband has got to number 1,
Mm-hmm.
it's nominated at the Brits for Song of the Year.
It is.
And I do think it's one of the most incredibly made, produced, sang, written songs almost of all time.
Yes, 100%.
So I just think it has to be Where's My Husband, because I just don't think, I think it blows everything out the water, that song.
Yeah, totally. I mean, before the options were given, I was going to say bed, but no. I would like a ring. That one. That was great. That sounded like her.
I would like a ring. No,
that was.
that's Where's My Husband.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Yeah.
Wait, are we agreeing?
Yes, agree.
Okay, I fully misunderstood the.
I would like a ring. I would like a
that
ring.
one.
I would like a diamond ring on my wedding finger.
You are correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good logic.
It was.
Yeah.
We were good.
I'm
Okay.
really nervous about this because I feel like this is like we should collectively geography.
Geography,
no one
we had
cares.
no chance. We should get this
we
right.
should be able
Come
to
on,
do.
we'll get this
I'm
right.
like on edge.
We're going to get full marks
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
You're carrying this team.
What is Jade's most successful song? Is it A, It Girl, B, Church, or C, Angel of My Dreams?
It's got to be Angel of My Dreams.
So too, what
Surely.
a comeback that was.
Yeah.
That blew, again, that song, I remember it stopped me in my tracks and I was like, who's this?
Unexpected.
Unexpected. Then it took a gear shift, doesn't it? Because it starts and then it like kicks in and then it goes down. And I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
it's got to be Angel of My Dreams.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
Yeah. Okay. Angel of My Dreams.
You are correct.
Angel of My Dreams.
What is One Direction's most successful song?
Ooh.
Is it A,
Throwback.
What Makes You Beautiful, B, Story of My Life, or C, History?
Oh, I instinctively.
Gone.
What makes you beautiful?
I agree. I don't think it's history. What was the other one?
Story of My Life.
Story of my life.
Oh, sometimes it is like the twist, like emotional moment.
That's what makes you beauty. Da da da
Yeah.
da 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 da. It's got to
I
be
think
that.
it's got to be. Yeah, Story of My Life went a little bit the wanted. Do you know what I mean? Tiny bit.
It is What Makes You Beautiful.
Oh!
Whether that's actually true or not, I don't know, but that's what the internet says. So
And we trust everything that we read on the internet.
exactly.
Oh wait,
exactly.
I've just realised I was singing "What Makes You Beautiful." I was going da 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 da.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we said, right?
Yeah.
Da.
Okay, so we got,
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
it right.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
I just
Sorry.
don't know if it's actually.
I've been up since 4 a.m, so at this point my brain is
Oh
That
my
is
rotting.
so
God.
bad. I got
Yeah.
woken up by my cats at 6:30.
Oh, nice.
So I'm, yes, empathetic to the situation.
What are your cats called, quickly?
They're called Brian and Stewie.
Oh, fantastic.
We adopted them, and those are their names. I nearly adopted a dog today without telling my boyfriend.
You can't just. That's not a on the cuff.
Yeah, I mean,
the cuff idea.
quite a sad story. My friend texts me. They work at Tiffany, and they found a dog
No.
in the bin.
No.
I know.
Oh God, maybe you do have to have this dog.
It's okay because my friend, shout out to my friend's sister who lives on a farm in Wales and has adopted this dog and named her Tiffany. But
Oh,
what
come
horrific human
That is
put
awful.
a puppy.
But
I'm actually going to cry. I don't know why I brought this
no,
up.
because it's so sad.
Yeah.
But do you know what I think though? Is in a weird twist of fate for her to end up on a farm is like the dog's dream.
Absolutely.
It couldn't have a better life now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Iconic. We
Oh.
love little
We love
puppy
little
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, final one, and don't shoot me if it's wrong. What is Tia Kofi's most successful song?
That is me.
Come on.
I-
Tell me the names.
Okay, go on.
Okay, A, Loving Me Like That.
Yeah.
B, Read My Lips, personal favourite. And C, Outside In.
What do you think?
So I feel like that is funny behaviour from producer Poppy.
I love this.
I know what the streaming numbers are, so I feel like the answer has to be Outside In.
Outside In.
As written by the icon Little Boots. Can I just
Nice.
say, can't believe that Little Boots let me record a song that she wrote. But I feel like it has to be, I feel like if you've gone by like streams, it's Outside In. If you've gone by like a chart placement, gag, then it's probably Read My Lips.
but what? So what?
Not a good chart play. I think Read My Lips peaked at like 32.
That's still awesome.
I know, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That is so
Really
weird.
good.
Top 40, the dream.
The
Come
dream.
on, that's awesome. That means you're in the chart.
For a drag queen as well.
That's honestly awesome.
Unexpected.
Fair play. That's amazing.
I think secretly, if you like break it all down, I think I might be, including RuPaul in the modern era, I might have like placed highest of any like drag queen in the charts.
That
Because I feel like
is
everyone else is
epic.
like 108, you know?
That's
one.
so good. That's
Thanks.
genuinely, that is honestly awesome.
That
You
I'm-
should be very proud of that.
I am very proud.
Yeah.
And I'm also very proud that I have appropriated this fun little quiz to like big myself up at the end
well,
of the
if you
podcast.
don't get a
Should.
load more streams off the back of this, then it's a crime.
It is a crime.
Truth.
Playlist at Capital 9. So. What is the answer?
It is Outside In.
Yes,
Oh, it
you're
is?
Yeah,
right.
I think
Yeah,
so.
good.
Apparently, yeah, the internet says that. But you have charted in for quite a few things, I think.
That's interesting. So the
work.
one that's actually mad the way the charts work. That the one that streamed the most isn't necessarily your highest charting song.
No, I feel like it's also like when things are released as well. So there were certain times, because we like released my album at a very strategic time that no one was doing anything. So
Very
it
good. It's
sort of
all
nudged
timing.
into a various, you know how you have those like fun obscure charts?
Yeah.
I feel like it was like number 4 on like the independent.
Oh,
like,
when it comes up on like iTunes and it will say
Yeah.
where you are top. That's so good.
But like I love looking into like the organic reach independent people who are half Nigerian chart, like the really obscure ones
Yeah.
where it's like you
The
can
categories you didn't know existed, but
Yeah,
wow, we're here for
totally
it. Yeah.
the Man in Wig album chart.
Man in Wig singing with Chicken chart.
Yeah.
Great. I'm here for that as well.
Love
I just
that.
think, however, it doesn't matter. This is the thing. At the end of the day, if you're in a chart, you're in a chart.
Yeah,
No one needs to know the finer details.
so true.
Still better than what someone else is doing. Come on.
I think what has happened today is you have become my actual therapist.
I love this. I would happily be a therapist. I would love it. I'd love all the goss. I would be bursting. Imagine being a therapist and going, you can't tell anybody.
Yeah, literally. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for
It's
having
been
me.
wonderful.
I've loved it. Thank
Thank
you.
you.